still one of her best combo starters. It stuns. They can't hear anything for a while. She's going to get a free hit. Kind of do it at mid-range if you think you caught them sleeping, not blocking.
I'll be right back, I swear. I'm just getting food.
It's just,
I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
I just throw it out all the time.
All the time.
Too late.
Then let's go over fireballs, which are always one of the most important kind of key things about her offense. She has high hairball, low hairball.
Which is in the moves list.
Yes, that's canonical, hairball. And then air hairball. New to this game is it's a straight, very quick fireball. It is not the downward arc it has previously done. You can do it really low to the ground and it's quick, and I think it's pretty effective. Look at that, I still got it. Her EX versions have some interesting properties. So, straight one will actually eat up fireballs.
Okay.
So if you use a barometer or zoning war, you'll actually beat out their projectile.
When the cast is over, I'll go back and I'll look over other stuff too.
And up close, actually a hit that will pop them up. Means in the corner, you can do cool stuff. Like, get a combo. Oh my god. There we go.
Damn.
Maybe I don't still have it.
Damn.
I think you should.
Thank you. So it's neat. It turns this pure zoning tool up close into an actual offensive tool.
So two different ways you can use it.
Exactly.
Both equally cool.
You can also use that with your mix-ups, which gets to the next tool, her cartwheel. The overhead, straight from MK9. If you EX it, it has armor. It's really good up close. It's great as a wake-up attack.
That's what I was thinking.
Use it after moves like this. You can mix it up with low, or sweep, and a really fun down three. Look at that.
So like
that is so good. What the fuck?
You really have to be paying attention because one of the moves is a mid, the other is overhead.
Exactly.
They look different, but you have to.
Yes.
You can't be on autopilot.
Right. And then lastly, she has the classic levitate. She can float in the air, she can drop straight down.
Leviosa.
So like for example, you're trying to zone, we can standing low fireballs to go under your hairball. Not very effective to low fireball when you're literally not touching the ground.
Right.
She can also cancel it, and she can do fun cancels. Like for example, she can do the back two, the airborne, go under flight. And if you EX it, it's actually significantly faster. And she has some true block strings that they won't be able to interrupt.
Huh.
Now let's talk about how this can play into her cameo. I have chosen, set it to all. I have chosen Serena, who we got a little taste of in the last trailer,
word.
but now we're actually going to show her moves. So her first attack is the blade. It's a very quick projectile. You can see the cooldown is pretty quick. Then she also has Kia's blades. She goes full demon, throws multiple, they come back, and this actually leads into combos, so you can do fun stuff. You confirm that.
Whoa!
That did look
Oh my god, that's so raw.
She can really get up in the air.
Yes.
In a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways. She also has her Demon Up Kick, which is a great wake-up attack. It's invincible. It's really quick. You can also use it as an anti-air. And then lastly, she has a fourth move. Every cameo has at least three, and some might have more, so she's one of those. Jakata's Curse. She puts this rune on the ground, and
What does that do?
while the opponent is standing in it,
They can't block.
let's set it
They get
to
no meter.
default. Liu Kang's meter is being drained. Pretty quick,
Yeah,
you can
pretty
see.
fast.
Yeah. Now this is an ambush move, which means you can do it while Sindel's doing other actions. So for example, while you have a combo going, you can summon her.
Oh, there's a lot of setups there.
Yeah, so you can imagine you can use that in the corner, in the middle of your combo, have her coming out, drain your meter, stuff like that. She could even do nasty stuff like drain your meter so you can't break a combo in the middle of your combo.
I don't know how I feel about
She's not gonna like breaking
that.
She does not, which is, let's maybe get into that a little bit more. So, let's go back to what we said earlier. Sindel has a couple of moves using the cameo system.
I don't know.
So, Sindel in the lore, she's the queen. She has this commanding presence. She has, what the kids would say is riz.
Oh, they would say that.
Oh, word?
Thank you. And, she could use that to actually command her cameo and maybe more. So let's start with this buff move. Once you activate it, while it's active, cooldown, it will be significantly faster for your cameo. So you can see normally, this move's already pretty quick. Once she has this active, it's even quicker, and Serena, she is recovering so fast her cooldown, she can basically do that almost indefinitely. So you can turn what normally would be kind of a limited use move into something that you can just use almost like any other special move. Or some of the other ones, like Kia's Blades, to have a pretty long cooldown, it's significantly faster when she has that active.
Now she's giving herself up there.
Correct.
There is some, yeah.
Correct.
Wait, what?
But once she gets going, her cameo use is substantially better. There's also an EX version with a really interesting twist. When she EX it, she's now commanding the opponent's cameo, and if the opponent tries to break, they will be stunned, and you get a reset instead. So let's show that again. I have the move active. The opponent goes for a breaker. You can see Sonya actually is gets the little head and, oh my god, I'm confused. And your breaker is not just disabled. Once you get that stun, they popped up and Sindel gets a full reset.
Got it.
No breakers allowed.
A couple ways to avoid them, seems like for her.
There's also another really interesting move I'd like to show.
Sindel looks so cool. She's just got so much weird shit going on.
So for this one, Sindel can take control of an opponent's cameo and stun them. So for example, I will call it out, and Sonya is actually dizzy.
Yep.
If Sindel is in the middle of doing this move, where she points, while the cameo's out, so you have to do it on a read, the cameo is stunned for this entire length of time and cannot be summoned.
Okay.
There's also an EX version. With this version, Sonya will leave the screen and I gain control of her. And I actually get a free use of either of the cameo's moves of my choosing. So for example, I now have Square Wave. And that use of
you can pick any of them.
Correct.
Not just
any
the one
of
they were
Sonya's
doing.
moves. Right.
Got it.
I have control over it for a pretty good amount of time.
That's
And
insane.
it does not cost any kind of cooldown or anything. So you could actually do stuff like I could summon Sonya to start leg grab to go into a combo, and then go into Serena's demon anti-air move to end the combo if I wanted. You could even use 3 cameo moves in one combo if you wanted to.
People are gonna have some fun in training mode on this one.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's really, really neat, and it's something.
God, this game looks so
how
good.
effective, and the way you use it's going to change on what the opponent's.
They did such a good job with this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do we want to do Fatal Blow? Is that all?
I think that's the best way we can finish, right?
Let's do it.
Demonetization time. Be careful, YouTubers.
I love how the hair gets all
Oh yeah, the
crazy,
big hair is
super cool.
amazing.
Shut it on.
That is a nasty
Where's Derek?
one.
Yeah, the leg pull. I feel that. Yeah,
It's
that's
definitely amongst the most brutal in the game, I think.
pretty bad. I mean, good bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cool. You want to move on to Rain?
I think so.
Thank God.
Again, as we were talking about Sindel, who plays Rain? What players play them?
I think Rain's always been kind of a flashy character that appeals to people that like to hit buttons.
Yeah.
No.
Rain's, though, quite a bit different in this game.
Fuck your
Rain
dial-ins.
has traditionally been a ninja. In this game, in Liu Kang's new era, he's been completely reimagined as a mage. He's the High Mage
He's
in
a wizard.
Sindel's court, and his moveset has substantially changed. There will be little hints and fun nods to the previous versions of Rain, like you'd expect,
Right.
but he's going to be one of the more radically altered characters, and I think it's an interesting new take. So,
And like we've done in the new era, like all the characters will have, they're still somewhat who you know. There's still stuff that's
Right.
going to bring you back to them that you loved using when we were younger.
yes.
But they've definitely changed.
Yeah, he
So,
probably has like mostly new moves to go with his new role, like his new power set. It's pretty neat, so let's check it out.
let's do it.
So you'll notice right off the bat, he has a new weapon, which is his wizard staff. And he uses
Great
it
name.
in most of his normal attacks. And he is definitely now much less of a physical fighter than he ever has been before. He is a very powerful mage, and he uses it in most of his
He's not as
attacks.
buff as he used to be either.
There's a couple normals I really wanted to talk about. Like you can see even his sweep. Instead of using his foot, he literally uses his water staff. This is definitely
I love the
coolest
kick
thing.
up, the
It's
kick
so
up.
good.
That's so cool.
And you'll notice the water leaves the top, gets in there, and then comes back to the top.
Right. I absolutely love it. So let's start off with a couple normals I really wanted to show. His forward 2, forward 2, 1, 3 is
That's really good.
really good range mid.
That's an overhead, right? No, that's just a mid.
It's also got forward 3, which is an overhead.
That's the overhead.
Into a double overhead, and he gets a pop-up. That'll be one of his most important, I think. And then one other normal I really wanted to show was a standing 4, which, even though he's no longer a ninja, he still has tremendous leg strength.
Right.
So strong that he can actually kick
Yay!
you across the world. Now
That's
this
so
is an interesting
cool.
one, because if you hold it, he gets a combo. And he can also cancel out of the hold to fake you out.
Okay.
There you go. See, I'm
Huh.
good. And let's check out his throw, which is a nice nod to the classic water bubble. He goes in with you, and then you burst out.
Interesting.
So you can see his normal attacks are very fresh and different. And I think the water effects are awesome. So you want to go into his special moves?
I think so.
So he has some really interesting zoning tools. I mean, some might even call him a premier zoner. And let's start with his straight projectile, which takes up a ton of real estate, is fairly quick, and has some interesting ways that you can change it. If you EX it, he gets a full knockdown. He can actually hold it down and get a stagger. And you can actually cancel out of this hold down. So you can mix up doing the move,
Timing. Yeah.
doing different timings, doing the EX, or canceling out of it. Keep the opponent guessing. When you have a projectile
my
like that,
God.
it takes up a ton of space. What's the one thing you know the opponent's going to try to do to beat it?
Jump.
Jump.
Teleport.
Jump. And that's not going to be super effective because he has an anti-air version. And this has a very neat EX that actually allows him to pop up for combos.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's pretty cool. Again,
That is
it makes
crazy.
a full screen projectile become kind of an offensive tool up close. Now, one thing would be, well, what happens if
Rain players are eating good today, dude.
against him? And he has the water bubble, where he surrounds himself in water, and any projectile is going to be negated. It'll actually just be destroyed when it hits the water bubble. And this is something that he can set up, go
Harbor.
behind,
Okay.
go in the middle of.
Works as a shield.
Exactly. But if you EX it, it surrounds him and travels with him.
Kind of walk them down.
Exactly. So then you can go in, do his lows, do his overhead, all that good stuff when he has the water shield on.
Gotcha.
Now, there's other ways you can get in. He could set these water portals, and he can set them anywhere he wants. And then he can actually warp through them. So you could do cool stuff.
Symmetra.
Set one here, go in when you want to get out, warp back to where you were. Or, when you're in, you can set one, do some fun zoning, and then use this to get back in.
It looked like you canceled it though.
And then you can go straight into combos, fun stuff like that. Now, once you've established that you're willing to teleport or throw out some of these fireballs, and the opponent's scared to move, you can start using Whirlpool. And he has close, medium, and far. These will go on the ground, and if the opponent walks into it, they get popped up for combos.
Even full screen?
Grabs the top of his staff and
Yes,
throws it down.
it is
Really
so cool looking. Another move he has is his Geyser. This is a pretty good advancing special he can 2-in-1 into, and if he EX it, it has armor. So it's a good wake-up attack, a good way to beat pressure,
But it looks like there's no combo after that.
and I think it'll be one of his best combo enders.
Okay.
And then lastly, one more awesome full range move that kind of shows the full extent of his power.
Oh. So cool.
And this is a move that he can actually hold, or cancel and just drop down. So you can do stuff like you're doing your water ball, and what's called it a fireball, and it's literally the opposite of that. Go into this, fake out the opponent, immediately drop down. You can set up, you can do all kind of stuff. Set up portals,
Hell yeah.
be doing that Thunder God move, cancel it, go through the portal, just all kind of options full screen. I think he's going to be a really interesting character to kind of freeze them up full screen to get in and start doing his mix-ups. And speaking of the mix-ups, let's kind of show how he can use his cameo and go with that. I assigned him Striker because I think a cop teaming with a wizard is the exact kind of thing you'd see in Mortal Kombat,
sure.
right? So the first thing I'll show with Striker is he has his grenade toss. Straight out of MK3, comes in, throws the double grenades. They can either go low or high.
I like the little siren.
These are ambush moves.
That's a good
which
touch.
means they can come out while Rain is doing his attacks. So you can do stuff like you're doing your straight water beam while he's doing his grenades. They can also aid you in combos. So you can do stuff like
Hell yeah.
Striker also has a set of baton moves. He's got Cop Bop, where he comes in and does an overhead, and the classic baton sweep from MK3. So these are lows and overheads. So, great
Got access
example.
to both of them.
Yes.
Nice.
So, one thing you could do.
Oh, that's
Get
non-reactable
overhead,
50-50s,
opponents
right?
stand blocking all the time because they don't want to get popped up. What am I supposed to do? Sweep them. But you can also do this in a string. So in overhead, you can do overhead, low. Then they get used to the timing. They're like, oh, I'm one of these like Ninja Killer or Sonic people with good reflexes. I can fuzzy that. Then you start doing stuff like Cop Bop. Mix it up. So just from this 50-50, he can use Striker to have more 50-50s.
That's how you beat Sonic Fox.
That's the key. That's
Got it.
all you have to do.
Got
And
it.
like
I
a
don't think
famous
so.
football player once said, it's more than a 50-50.
Got it.
Lastly, Striker has one more move, which I think is probably my favorite.
I think he's
My
kind of
favorite
weak.
is his sports reference.
Well, sort of.
Half and half.
Striker comes from behind and handcuffs you. And this gives you a reset. Then you get a bunch of advantage and you can go for a mix-up.
Okay.
So you get into your combos with a handcuff move, then go in and continue your offense. So like you could start a combo with your overhead, go into the handcuffs, and then make them guess low.
Got it.
It's super
That's
fun.
really cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I think that's Rain and Striker.
I like that.
and
I like that restand.
maybe
That's
go
really
into
cool.
this Fatal Blow.
Let's take a look.
And I'll just say Striker is my favorite Fatal Blow.
Okay.
Police brutality coming up. That's neat.
All right. That was Rain.
Yep.
Very exciting. People get their hands on Rain soon. That'll be awesome.
He's definitely not washed up.
Nope. Some fresh moves to make your opponent salty.
I think Reyna's really cool.
Nice.
I think Striker's kind of lackluster.
We're going to talk about General Shao now, a character that I'm very excited about as a lover of big, bruising characters.
Yeah.
I am so excited for
Still big
Shao.
and bruising. He's just a general now.
He's just a general. He is not the Emperor.
Right.
He's got a new weapon, new moveset.
A bit of a stance character, but I wouldn't say in the same vein as like a Kenshi.
Right.
But definitely when he has axe in his hand, axe out of his hand. When it's out of his hand, be careful when you're near the axe. That's all I'm going to say. Let's take a look at how he works. So, big thing, just to show, this is kind of the thesis statement, just swings for the fences.
He's a
right?
powerhouse.
This is back two. It has advantage. So if you're blocking, don't want to push any buttons probably. Push
Yeah,
the
I was
buttons
just
there.
jabbing.
Don't do that because you're going to get hit.
Right.
Great move there. This is a really quick, kind of almost get a little distance to it too. Like I can get you from there. Like really nice, kind of can lead in some combos.
Right.
Punishing move I like to use is this right here. Very fast, bounces them up. We can show some more stuff with that later, but obviously you can see there's some pathways with that move.
I also really like how his kick attacks are just either uses axe or he's just huge big boots.
Just like
Yeah,
standing
just-
big boot.
Here's the
And
Kodokan.
like a lot of people, I enjoy the two-player animation strings.
Right.
So he has this overhead, doesn't combo to anything, but hit the throw button afterwards.
So good.
And he also has a low one as well. And I'm sure we'll come
Whoa.
Right.
Now let's talk about his special moves. His special move, the one that kind of encapsulates what he is Power Strike. He will just throw the axe on the ground, and there it is. And you have about 7-8 seconds just to do stuff without the axe, right? You can also call it back. Boom.
Okay.
Now when it's on the ground, different strings. That's back one.
Nice.
He also, and I get the axe back after, of course, doing the command grab.
So all of his axe moves get replaced with different normal attacks.
Yes.
And some are faster,
Okay.
some have different reactions.
Right. And some change some of your other special moves. We'll get to that in a second.
Even his throw changes.
Yes, even his throw. So here's his throw. While we're at it, let's just show the, Mataro as well.
Damn.
And then with the axe, he just bangs in the face with the axe.
Right.
Other specials he has. So you can huge. Well, that was the meter burn. I got a full screen projectile. Now, if you're close, you can. Sorry about that. You can do some of this.
Pops up. Nice.
Right.
Hell
He
yeah.
has a buff. This makes your axe powers do more damage. You can
Okay.
also meter EX that to get more time on it as well.
Hell yeah.
Big move in his arsenal that also leads to a lot of crazy good damage is his armored launcher is his knee.
Just kind of represent, kind of makes me think of the MK3 like up shoulder, except now it's a knee.
Right, and you can throw that out a lot of places. Always there. But if you EX the knee, you get a free power slam after that. So you can do like that.
Okay.
And then his axe is on the ground again.
Okay.
So that's how you rotate throughout the character, right? And now it's on the ground, now it's back to me. So then you can start doing really cool stuff like this into power slam, back into that.
Oh
Nice.
my god.
Chunky combo.
And now you have the axe back.
Right.
He's so
When the axe is on the
flashy.
ground, other cool things can happen. Power slam. Now, I have a ground pound.
Neat.
Is that full screen
Now
too?
here's the interesting.
That looks like it's full screen.
When you are on the axe, it is an overhead low,
Okay.
which is kind of tough to block.
Yeah.
You can also, throw this down.
Oh, it's not unblockable.
Do this.
And
Combo
that's like
after.
a quick recall.
Right. Yeah, so if you have it down, you also have a move where you can just be near it, and it's very fast slash.
Okay.
So a lot of really cool stuff you can do.
And he's clearly meant to be going in and out during
Yes.
the fight, in the middle of combos, getting it back at the end of combos.
Maybe recalling it if you want to.
Right.
Lots of stuff like that. But if you are, as as my opponent near the axe, there's a lot of stuff you need to think about.
Right. So it's almost like with the axe, you have, kind of really good range, not the quickest moves. Without the axe, you're much quicker, and
Yes.
you can use it, establish the axe on the screen, and they're going to have to respect it, and that's going to kind of open up your grabs, your mix-ups, stuff like that.
And it's super cool. You can also, he also, has some, just pick stuff out of the air and that sort of thing. I mean, the knee into power strike is huge.
Fuck.
Right. Really important.
He's gonna be really good if you have like the right character, or if you have the right buttons for it.
So Motaro has a couple things you can use. Now, obviously, I'm a big guy. Projectiles might scare me.
Right.
Well, I can do this. I can pull them
Nope.
out, walk behind it. You don't want to be throwing projectiles.
That's so
That
good.
will reflect. And I'm walking.
That
around.
lasts for a long time too.
I love that, that's a way to call back to his thick reflect skin from MK3.
And now you're kind of you're a little confused. What do you do? Boom, you're
Nice.
He also has this turret he can do. Will shoot 3 shots at you.
Do they track?
Has a low one too. He can do that. Now here's something that I've chosen Motaro with General Shao for a reason.
Okay.
Remember this move?
Yes.
Can't do a lot out of it.
Right.
He has this teleport, right?
Okay.
Which maybe you can read a projectile, maybe not. But you can move around the battlefield quicker as General Shao. But with this
The cooldown on that is
I
insane
can
too.
teleport and still
It
have
keeps
to
the
do a
combo
combo.
going.
It's a true combo. So now you have to worry about this, and you have to worry about something like this. Like that's now in play.
Right.
So you can do the full thing too. You can do like.
What a cool example of one of my favorite things about the Cameo system is it allows you to break the rules and restrictions of your roster.
And I think that's why I love Shao so much is that he breaks the rules also with the knee into power slam. He's It's a special into a special, which Johnny can do too. Of course, he breaks that rule at times with his meter, with his height meter. But yeah, there's a lot of cool, fun sort of breaking the meta of what Shao is, just so you can do with that.
And
really
I think
cool.
it's
Shao
so
is
neat about the Cameo
insane.
system. You kind of look at your play style, look at your character, and think, what are my weaknesses? What are the things I think I'm missing? And you can use your Cameo to turn those weaknesses into strengths.
And for me, it's like if I'm so far away from people, just as a zoner, just even having this just to get me out of dodge, right?
Right.
Now I'm close again.
Now you're close.
Now you don't want to beat me. Let's show the. We need to turn up to do the.
Yeah, give yourself 1%.
Let's do that real quick. Show the fatal blow.
It's a real good one.
Drops it from the sky.
So I'm assuming that's an overhead?
Oh, he's not horsing around.
Okay.
That's awful. Cool.
General Shao.
Pretty cool.
Super fun. I've had a really good time playing with them. Just a different style of fighting, different than you're used to for General Shao, so it's been a really cool time.
Yeah, and I think it's really neat. We also showed Geras having these big brute characters who you might think is like, oh, they're brain dead brawlers or whatever. And no, in this game, no, they're not. They're definitely, really interesting.
Yeah,
nuanced
Geras and
characters.
Shao have been like two of the most interesting characters.
Or you could just do back to over and over again and do throws.
Right, and that's also a fun way to play. So
Or-
before we go, Derek's not here, and this hurts so bad. You know that, right? It's time for birthday shout-outs, everybody. I don't mind the birthday shout-outs. It's the horn, really. Here we go. You ready?
I am ready. I'm excited.
Mike Lee. Regina Stefanik.
Ooh, kitties.
Nicolette Mihalka. Brian Evans. Eric Butt. Kingston Lorenzo. Tim Matthews. Liv Nava. Trinier Cole. Brad Fauchot. Brian Arvizu. Cam Lynch. James Bolvin. Ruben Perez. And Chris Bartholomew. Those are your birthday shout-outs for this week. Fun stream. I probably said it was shorter. It probably wasn't that much shorter in the end. But we want to get in here and show you some characters. We'll be back very soon to show you more, hopefully. But before we go, I think we have a fight from QA.
We do.
That we would love to show you.
It's going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a really cool one. So we'll show you that. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
You may have been a soldier.
The General and Baraka. This is no nuance needed.
No, these are two monster brawler guys. They love to fight. They're nasty. So we've got Baraka with Striker.
Leaves his blades in the ground.
Oh, cool.
Regrows blades. Awesome.
And Shao with Motaro.
I thought he was like a merchant.
I,
I didn't think he was a
Striker
soldier.
would be working with Baraka, but you don't always have to follow the lore.
Oh my god. Oh my god,
Where's that
Baraka.
overhead?
I want to see Baraka. Yup.
Let's see if Shao keeps him in the corner. Nope, switches sides.
Now you can, with that move, choose which way you want to go.
Right.
Oh, word.
Oh, big stab, shish kebab. Back to flaming neutral.
Oh, he has the projectile.
This is very funny.
Yes.
That is not safe.
Oh, this is gonna be big.
Oh, he
Notice how,
drops it.
He had
Oh, we're gonna see Baraka fatal blow.
with a pop-up without the axe in his hand, without any meat.
Forgot to block the second part of that fatal blow, the low. That's tricky. Paid for it.
Looks so good.
All right, let's see.
I need Baraka to win.
One way to look at it is at least Baraka no longer has his fatal blow. Good jump attack.
Fishing for some throws, got him punished.
Ooh, breaker.
Nice breaker.
Big break, because I was going to put the axe on the ground and leave some damage.
I love that his breaker is just a big hind kick. It's so exciting to see Motaro back. You know, he's a character that makes very, very few appearances. Like, I've always wanted him back. Very exciting.
Oh my god, this combo. This combo.
You saw earlier he hit the back two twice, but he will do it again.
Yes. Sometimes you gotta do it again. The no mix-up, mix-up.
Shao has so much damage. Oh my god.
Big overhead.
Very quick overhead when the axe is in the ground.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. There could be matchups where it's better to not use your axe as much, have axeless be the main way you fight if they're a faster character, maybe like a Liu Kang or something. Another
Interesting breaker.
They take 3 bars in this game, and I think one thing a lot of people forget is your cameo has to be available.
And notice when he breaks right then, right before power strike, his axe is staying on the ground.
Oh, he drops it. Oh, word.
one.
That's a good anti-air. Or an anti,
really
yeah.
good punish. Gets the
Oh.
turn out. Nice.
It does not track. Okay.
That'll be it. Let's see what he's gonna do.
Fatality?
This looks dangerous for Baraka.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Well, that didn't go well for Baraka.
Melted.
That's a bummer.
It was
All right.
scripted.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us. We love to hear what you think on Twitter, what you think of
Yeah.
the characters and whatnot.
Baraka looks so
For
good.
myself and Stephanie, we will see you next time on the Kombat Cast.
Wow. Wow. Man, I am so fucking excited, dude. That's so dope. I need to see more characters. Rain looks phenomenal. In the sense of he has a lot of shit he can do. I don't like Striker. I think Striker is gonna be like a not great cameo. Unless your character, the character that you're going against, has like phenomenal wake ups in the sense of you need to restand them. But like his grenade toss looks like it can whiff a lot. And his like he just has like either overhead or low, which I think kind of sucks. Especially because your character can't be, or at least they weren't in the Kombat Cast. They weren't like attacking and also having Striker come in. So I don't know. Sindel looks insane. Serena's projectiles are so good. Motaro I'm glad that his projectiles don't track. Oh my god, that's good. His reflect is really good for getting in, which like we assumed. But yeah, and his teleport looks really strong too. Shao, I think, is the real standout. I think Sindel's gonna have really weird, crazy tech, especially with the cameo stuff. But I think Shao is gonna be like, once you get a hold of those buttons, and like you get like really good game sense, I think he's probably gonna be one of the strongest characters in the game, which is dope because Shao should always be one of the strongest, just because of legacy, you know? But wow, that's so good. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what all comes from them in the future, and yeah. Alright, that's gonna do it for me. Sorry I was late, but you know, slept in and I forgot there was a Kombat Kast today. I usually don't get to watch these. I usually don't get to watch reveals or anything like that, so at least on time. Also, I did a reaction video to the announcement of Sindel and Shao Kahn. I don't think I'm going to put it out, though. I made the YouTuber mistake of calling Shujinko Shang Tsung, and I don't feel like putting that on the channel. Alright. You guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you all for stopping by. And I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow? Probably not, actually. I'm working all weekend, and I gotta... Yeah, so I'll probably see y'all next week. But Blue Beetle rapid review is coming. I'm gonna be working on that here in a second. So just be on the lookout for that. Alright. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's day. I will see y'all tomorrow. No. I literally said no. I'm gonna go. I'm brain dead.